there are 5 chakras, or 7 chakras, which are composed of where the Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna cross. So in the physical body, the primary system consists of these crossings of Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. That makes an energy center in the body. And of those, there are 7, not 12. But there are sub-chakras. And one can say on the subtle plane there are levels of samadhi, there are levels of consciousness that as the mind dissolves into the cosmic mind and the consciousness dissolves into the consciousness, one may say that there are stratums. And there are subchakras in other parts of the body where different energies flow from the primary chakras. But there are only 7 of these because they are the crossings of these 3 primary nadis, Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. There are many systems of thought. People have many internal realizations, and according to their own thinking, they attribute names to them. So there may be something in the people who have developed this that they call these chakras, because they have some knowledge that there are chakras. But that may be not the most accurate name, because chakras are composed of this crossing of the nadis within the body. The yogis say it is the dance. The natural arising of creativity and the play of Prakriti and Purusha, of manifestation and being. You, your deepest conscious self, is that, and has not chosen to be you, but in the dance, in the lila, you have formed, and being has associated with all of the experiences you have ever had, and the infinite grace of your existence. It is the lila, the play, the dance, the rasa. The yogis say it is for the pleasure of the dance, for the pleasure of happiness and sorrow, for the contrast of manifestation and dissolution. The evolution is the natural evolution of consciousness, because consciousness, once it reaches the state of matter, has become so dense, because the gunas, tamas becomes rajas and sattva are in play, and tamas has become dominant. That means the static principle has dominated consciousness, and it has been condensed. And either it will go on being more and more condensed, or it must break free, and sattva must come into play. Because consciousness cannot sustain itself in such constriction, it must join the path of pratisanchara, the path towards the one, towards the whole. So that draw of the infinite whole on consciousness begins to pull matter away from the static stance to ever-increasing element of sattva. So mind grows from matter, individual mind, and evolves ever and ever greater mental capacity and spiritual capacity, moves towards the one, pulled by that cosmic nucleus into it. This is the play of consciousness. It is the dance, it is the joy of recognizing that manifest or unmanifest, all is the beauty, the love, the truth. And coming to recognize it in all things, so that there is no difference. I will say more about the chakras. I have said that they are defined by the crossing of Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. And then in the body, those crossings move to the nostrils, so that while Sushumna goes upwards, Ida and Pingala move to the sun-moon energies, the different subtle and expressive energies of the mind. And from that, the mental flow is created. But the pure being moves from that mental flow up the Sushumna. The Sushumna, it is not the Sushumna. At that point, it is just consciousness rising and can exit the body into pure being. It does not require Ida and Pingala because mind has dissolved and the light of the source of the universe, of the thousand-petaled lotus, is there. And within that is the pure essence of being in the heart of the lotus, which is the heart, the spiritual heart. There are those who attempt to make systems of understanding, and they are not wrong. They are by their own understanding. But in these realms, it is beyond the thoughts of the mind. They are indeed sub-chakras because they are not in the primary flow of consciousness to different stratums of being. Yet they come out of those different stratums and they animate the body and the psychic flow. And when the mind grows in magnitude and reaches different centers, it opens different portals, and energy will flow through these sub-chakras into the world. Can you feel in your hands? Can you feel in your feet the flow of energy? Can you feel in the hara, also in the Manipura chakra, when the energy becomes grounded there? So you can feel from the different chakras. The mind in Western thinking is associated solely with the brain. But perhaps the mind is more diffuse, and the source of perception and expression of different wavelengths lies in different centers throughout the body, So there is not only one source. It does not all lie in the brain. So the chakras are an interface between the subtle body and the physical body. They do not simply exist in the physical realm, nor do they simply exist in the subtle realm. There is association with the physical form, but they entail connection to different stratums of being, and as the Kula Kundalini raises through the chakras, the layers of consciousness are opened at different stratums, and this will open different energies in the body as well as in the mind.